Hello, fellow YouTubers. Trouble8385 here with YouTube Gaming Community number 18, part 1. I decided to record this a day early because of a situation that happened in the community. Now listen, the reason this community videos even started in my mind when I decided to do them was back when Atark77 was going to leave YouTube. He was actually going to close down his channel, and someone tried to pretend to be him. And then with J-Boy Pac-Man's situation where someone tried to pretend to be his wife, got so far as take his wife's picture off Facebook, throw it on a channel, make a fake stupid video because they had a problem with him because he was friends with somebody they didn't like on YouTube. Well, this situation has to do with MisterIntellivision. Have I had much contact in my time through YouTube with him? No. Maybe very early, maybe I'd comment on his video or maybe comment on mine, I don't remember. I'd seen him comment on a lot of people's videos on the community. A lot of people I know thought very highly of him. Never seen him have a problem with anybody on YouTube. Seemed like a really, really great, well, he's young, sweet kid. Guy, kid, whatever you want to call it. I'd watch his videos from time to time, not like every time one came out, but from time to time I see his videos. He had really cool videos. Actually enjoyed them. So anyway, I was doing YouTube Game Community 17 part 2, and I had mentioned his Hello There video from MisterIntellivision, and then I went to go link to it the next day, and I'm like, it's not there. That says his channel isn't even there anymore. I was like, well, that's kind of strange. I mean, he's had a lot of videos. He's been on YouTube for a while. So I said, okay, something will eventually come up about it sometime, you know. And OtoU272 sent me a person message, hey, just letting you know, he has a new channel, Retro Game INTV. And the situation was someone in his school or personal life had found out he had a YouTube channel. Now, in that last video he had made on MisterIntellivision, he mentioned how he didn't want people at school and that to know he was a gamer, doing the videos, you know, school social life. I mean, imagine for your older adults who say, oh, well, you'll probably say, oh, well, what does it matter? You should, you make your videos, who cares what people think? You're not in a school social structure anymore. Do you not remember those days when you were in school? Well, let's take your work as an adult, for example. Let's say people at work, because I imagine most of you people at work don't know you have a YouTube channel. Probably. Don't want to tell them. Maybe you're embarrassed. Maybe you're not. You just don't want to know. But let's say they found out you have a YouTube channel. You say, well, how they get, let's say, like his kid, MisterIntellivision, you're never in front of the camera. How are they going to know you have a YouTube channel? First of all, your voice, your mannerisms, things that happened in your life that you haven't mentioned your channel that they know about. Location, maybe you put your town where you live in your location. They can maybe piece eventually, maybe not at first, but they'll eventually piece together, hey, I know who that is. Well, let's say someone at your job, nobody knows that, finds out you have a YouTube channel. Let's say they only know you have a YouTube channel. Let's say they don't even know the content. They just know you have a channel. What do you think is going to be the first thought in their head? First thought in their head, you know what it's going to be? Is he talking about me? Why does he have a YouTube channel? Does he have a problem? What? This guy can't talk about us? He's got to do it on YouTube? And then the other problem is, here's what they think you should be this, and that changes it to them and they don't think you should do that, or you don't fit the norm they think you should fit in. Let's say they figure they do know what your content in your channel is, and those two still apply. You don't fit the picture they think of you, or you don't fit that what they think that stupid social norm that so many people get caught on you should be. Then people start treating you totally differently. Maybe they don't want to talk to you anymore. Maybe they treat you on the outside, or worse, maybe they're people who hound you all the time because they want to know everything you're doing. Because maybe they wonder what you're talking about. Maybe you're talking about them or anything like that. Now let's take it into a school setting. School is far worse than work. Think about it. Remember when you were in school? Remember if you didn't fit the social norm, how bad it could be for you? I was born 3 months early, always small, so I was always the smallest kid. I was always, did I get picked on? Sure I did. Oh yeah, starting second grade, just kept on from there. When the other kids started getting taller and bigger, I didn't grow as fast as they did. Of course I did. I'd always stuck it out. I do not know why. What about me stuck out? I mean, I never really, okay, they want to pick on me, didn't. Okay, whatever. And me not caring that they did, or me not getting upset about it, would make it even worse. They would get even more upset because you weren't upset about it, or. And I remember vaguely a couple of instances with other kids where this one kid I knew at school, his mom had to bring him his lunch or clothes to change or something. In high school, sophomore year of high school, they picked on that kid so bad. Some people beat him up. Some people picked on that kid so bad, he went to another school and left because he couldn't handle it. a girl in my school, I remember her, she didn't dress like the normal girl. She dressed differently. So, of course, the other girls had a problem with it. And they would do that whole talk to her in class, pretending like they want to know about her, but they only wanted to know about her so that they could pick on her more or make her, or laugh behind her back. And she made, I don't know if it was true or not, but she made the mistake of talking about how, yeah, I'm Lady Madonna and I went to her wedding. And they like, oh, really? Why isn't Madonna here? Oh, where's proof? And they would pick on that girl mercilessly. Mercilessly. I had jocks pick on me in school, whatever. And some of that ended. Two of the guys I had enough with it in 2 separate days. I hit them where the sun don't shine, got mad, and they never picked on me again. And a lot of other people did. At some point, you had enough, you know. But in a school social structure, imagine if somebody finds out he does YouTube. Imagine just find out he does YouTube. And whatever they think he should be or do, and let's say it makes him unpopular, they'll mercilessly pick on him. Say he's embarrassed, because it's probably more he's embarrassed about he does games and embarrassed the videos than anything else. You know, it can make him more popular. If people find out, it can make him not. Now, let's say some classes people find out about, they don't care, right? Might not. It just depends on your school and your social structure, where, you know. So he didn't want people to find out about it. Somebody did. He changed his channel. I've heard that the person found out this channel. I don't know if that's true, but wherever you go, because the community knows you and they're going to tell other people, this person's going to continue to find out. You're going to somehow have to deal with the situation eventually. But let's get to the other part. Let's get out of that part. So let's get to the part of what's really going on here. I went to his channel, his new channel, so sub to it. Left him a message that I was going to mention it here. And I was looking through, I don't know, maybe it might be the second page of his comments now. It could be the third page, depending on how many people have found the channel now. And McNugget Nigger 1. You already know by the name of this what kind of person this is. It's a channel that has no videos. Well, it has a video, but it's not his video. He's did one of those things where he put another video on his channel, and you can see it because he hasn't made a video. He has a fake info on the side, fake picture of who he really is, fake, you know, Bill Cosby plastered all over it. You know, just meant to pick on him. And I'd messaged MisterIntellivision, his new channel, about it, and he messaged me back telling me this guy's another channel, Brandon Moffat. Which on that channel, if you go there, you'll see a comment. One comment he made, who supposedly owns that channel. They have his little MisterIntellivision symbol on there. First of all, the old Intellivision symbol. I don't remember if it was one he kept using near the end or was it one he had earlier, but it was on there. And then he makes a comment, oh, can't handle it because someone in school knows who you are, blah, blah, blah. And so this is where I see what happened, where the community stood up for J-Boy Pac-Man. Now people in the community need to stand up for MisterIntellivision, and we need to take care of these people. Now, did MisterIntellivision sit on his butt about this? No. He had let me know that he had already reported both to YouTube, asking him to remove and delete both these channels. Now, some people say, well, is that Brandon Moffat really his name? Who cares? It doesn't matter. It matters that this person has such a problem with him for whatever reason. Jealous of him at school, jealous because he's on YouTube, knows who he is, whatever reason it is, they're attacking him and there's no frickin' reason for it. He's never done anything wrong with anybody. If I've ever seen him comment his videos, he's never, ever done anything bad to anybody. Great guy in the community, according to everybody I know. So, we need to take care of this person. And you, by the way, this person, whoever they are, if YouTube cancels or suspend these accounts, they'll, whatever his main page, I mean, on McNugget Nigger 1, there is a saying, my main channel is Justin TV 370. Now, I don't know if that's really his channel. He's a young kid. Would fit going to school with MisterIntellivision. But, young kid, I tried to message him to find out if it was really him or not, see his reaction, you know. But unfortunately, he has his messages blocked, or unless you're his friend, you can't message him, and I'm not going to friend him. I don't know him, not going to friend him. But if he made these channels, YouTube will suspend his account. Maybe, and for all you who think, oh, well, I got 2 strikes, if YouTube gives me another strike, that I can just make another account, it doesn't work that way. When they suspend you, you can't make another account on YouTube while you're suspended. You either made it before it gets suspended, because once you get suspended, they can easily block your IP address that they see you're coming in at, or they can block, your computer has a number, they can block it. It's not that hard. So, I just want to talk about that. Now, next up, real quickly, I had saw the new NewNet live stream, Atark77's live stream. They did some very cool things. This stream is now becoming more of a show, more and more. Yes, you still get to play against them a little bit, but they're now. I know Atark's big thing is showing the younger people games in the history of games from the older people, so they understand the importance of it in them. Because the younger people don't understand. They weren't around when these games came out. They don't understand the significance of them. What they meant at the time. Let's be honest here. If you play a game today that came out 25 years ago, you don't probably know the significance of it. But they went over Turrican 2 from the Amiga 500 and I believe it came out for the PC. Did a thing about it. They did one about California games. I played that a lot on my NES, by the way. I loved that game when I was a kid. But it was like one of those, like all the games back then, mercifully less. It was like if you made a mistake, you would pay. Period. You were off the littlest hair. They also showed a very rare game, Kizuna Encounter. Also, Super Tag Battle would be in English if you've seen the card, but Kizuna Encounter, a very rare game. They talked about that game, showed gameplay of it. Streets of Rage 3. They also had somebody in the live stream talk about Streets of Rage 3, which always brings me up to my problem with Streets of Rage 2, 3. And Sega back then, they would censor the stuff for no reason. It made no sense why they censored the women and other things in this game. It was just stupid. But they played Doc Stalkers, the original one, if you've never seen it before. They were playing Tekken 3 for a rematch between Atarax and somebody else, and then Super Street Fighter 4, of course, a match between Jay Blackheart and Atarax again. And then another game they talked about, I can't say the whole name of it, TOKKYUU. The next word is SHIREI, Soul Brain. A show that came out in Japan. I guess over here was VR Troopers. I'd never seen the show in Japan, so I really need to check that out. I love that kind of Ultraman, Godzilla, bad plastic suit kind of show. So they already got up on NewNet, the NewNet.edu, what's going to be in the next live stream. So it was really cool being there. I actually was there for almost the whole thing this time, so it's really cool watching the whole thing. So one last thing before I go, by the way, my wife wanted to ask one question, since she is now a gamer. She beat Y7, by the way, the other day. She's now working on Zelda Phantom Hourglass, and she's totally addicted to that game on the DS. She wanted the community. She asked me for once to ask the community what games do they recommend she should try, because she's not sure what games to try. So there you go. So guys, I'll put up part 2 here tomorrow. So till then.